Hello everyone and welcome to this video where we're going to talk about the most terrifying places in the world. In this video, we'll explore some of the most sinister and eerie places that exist, from abandoned buildings to haunted forests and cemeteries. We all have a fascination with the unknown and the mysterious, and these places are some of the best examples of it. But of course, they are also places where people have experienced paranormal phenomena, and where terrifying events have occurred. So get ready to explore some of the most chilling places in the world, and I hope you enjoy this experience as much as I do. It's hard to believe that these places were once home to people, but now they're abandoned and left to their own devices. Some of the buildings we'll visit are psychiatric hospitals, prisons, and factories, places that were once bustling with activity but are now in ruins and have become home to restless spirits. One of the most terrifying stories I've heard is that of a psychiatric hospital that was abandoned after years of abuse and neglect. Rumors say that you can still hear the screams and moans of the patients who suffered there, and that there are even ghosts that appear in the windows of the building. Another building we'll visit is an old prison that has been abandoned for decades. The feeling of being in a dark, solitary cell is terrifying, and you can feel the pain and anguish that the prisoners who were locked up there experienced. Visiting these abandoned places is an exciting and terrifying experience at the same time. If there's anything that gives me the chills, it's walking through a dark and eerie forest. In this section, we'll explore some of the most mysterious and enchanted forests in the world. There are forests where people have mysteriously disappeared, such as the Hoia Baciu forest in Romania, where people have reported sightings of ghosts and strange lights. Another forest we'll visit is the Aokigahara forest in Japan, known as the Suicide Forest. This forest is where many people have gone to end their lives, making it one of the most sinister places in the world. But not all forests are so sad and desolate. Some have happier stories, like the Hocking Hills Forest in Ohio, United States, where visitors are said to be able to hear the sound of drums from the Native Americans who once lived there. Regardless of the story, each of these forests has a dark beauty and a unique story to tell. Cemeteries have always been places where people go to remember their deceased loved ones, but they can also be eerie and terrifying places. In this section, we'll explore some of the most haunted cemeteries in the world and the terrifying stories that surround them. One of the most famous cemeteries we will visit is the Island of the Dolls Cemetery in Mexico, where the branches of the trees are covered with broken and worn dolls. It is said that the man who started this collection of dolls went mad and drowned in the nearby river, and that now his spirit haunts the cemetery. We will also visit Highgate Cemetery in London, England, where sightings of vampires and specters have been reported over the years. Although it is hard to believe, there are many scary stories surrounding these haunted cemeteries. Throughout history, there have been places that have earned a reputation as cursed, places where bad luck and misfortune seem to follow all those who come near. In this section, we will explore some of these cursed places and the stories behind them. One of the most famous places we will visit is the Tower of London in England, where it is said that the ghosts of the prisoners who were executed still wander the walls of the tower. Another place we will explore is the island of Poveglia in Italy, where people were sent to die of the plague during the Middle Ages. It is said that the island is cursed and is still inhabited by the spirits of those who died there. Although it can be scary to visit these places, it is also fascinating to learn about their history and the legends that surround them. And so we conclude our journey through the scariest places in the world. It has been an exciting and frightening journey, and I hope you have enjoyed exploring these places with me. From abandoned psychiatric hospitals to haunted cemeteries, we have visited some of the most sinister and haunted places in the world. But no matter how scary these places may be, there is still something fascinating about the history and legends that surround them. Through this experience, I hope to have awakened your curiosity and sense of adventure, and I encourage you to continue exploring the world and discovering more scary and mysterious places for yourself. Thank you for following me this far, and I hope it has been useful to you. See you in the next video.